article I studied is called When Thailand Was an Island, the Phylogeny and Biogeography of Mite Harvestmen, which consists of Opiliones, Cyphophthalmi, Stylocellidae in Southeast Asia. This study mainly is to develop a comprehensive explanation for the biological diversity of Southeast Asia, especially in the Wallacea and Sunderland. Focus on a group of arachnids, mite harvestmen, which are endemic animals that have been present in the region since its land supposedly formed part of the northern rim of the supercontinent Gondwana. Gondwana was an ancient supercontinent that is currently split into land masses, which are Africa, South America, Australia, Antarctica, the Indian subcontinent, and the Arabian Peninsula. Cyphophthalmi are actually known as poor dispersal, but yet widespread and species rich. Therefore, it shows an excellent model for studying the ancient history of Southeast Asia. At this map, it shows the collection localities of all Southeast Asia Cyphophthalmi species in the expanded terminal set. Fangensis is represented by the blue square, clade A is the pink diamond, clade B is the yellow triangle, and clade C is the green color circle. If we have a look at the Thai Malay Peninsula area, we can see a clade A pink color diamond with an S letter inside, and as well as for the Borneo, there's a green color clade C with a letter S inside. This letter shows that for clade A and clade C, the species found are sister to the remaining members of the clade. So if we have a look, clade A optimized in the distribution to the peninsula, whereas clade B and C is more prone to Borneo. Within clade C, the ancestral distribution is suggested to have either remained on Borneo or expanded from Borneo to Lingga Riau Archipelago or Thai Malay Peninsula, then out to Sumatra, Sulawesi, New Guinea, and Java. Clade B also appears to have an independent dispersal to Sumatra as well. There are three main results shown, which is the Southeast Asian family Stylocellidae was recovered as monophyletic, where it is arising on what is now the Thai Malay Peninsula. Next is one clade, which is known as Meghalaya, is expanded north as far as the eastern Himalaya. Molecular dating suggested the Stylocellidae separated from other Cyphophthalmi and begins to inhabit Borneo and start to diversifying between 175 and 150 million years ago. So based on the results, there are several discussion statements proposed, which includes a Southeast Asian clade consistent with the family Stylocellidae. Next is the species in the genus Fangensis remain as sister to the other members of the family. Fangensis insulanus tending to render Fangensis paraphyletic. Next is a clade comprised mostly of Bornean species and sister to that clade. Lastly, a clade containing all the species found in the Lingga Riau Archipelago, Java, Sulawesi, and New Guinea. Study. The dispersal and recurrence model is used because it supports ancestral area reconstruction and most readily suggested by the paraphyletic grades and sister group relationship in the phylogeny. One of the statements of these studies is Gondwanan origin, where it states the clade diversified out of the Thai Malay Peninsula instead of deriving from eastern Himalayan species to the north. Stylocellidae are not closely related to Petalidae in nearby Sri Lanka or Australia. So next is the Sibumasu diversification, where Thai Malay Peninsula is indicated as the ancestral terrain from which Stylocellidae diversified. The initial lineages in the family Fangensis and clade A, which is Meghalaya, are found exclusively from the central peninsula northward. The emergence of Borneo proposed that clade B diversified deep into northern and eastern Borneo, and it also shows evidence of the Cenozoic connection between western Borneo, southern tip of the Thai Malay Peninsula, and central Sumatra. As for clade C, it diversified over the Sunderland Peninsula. Clade C, although it shows stable and well supported and with more derived internal lineages, however, there are certain land masses uplifting in Sunderland, which cause the relationship among clades showing unstable results. Sulawesi shows a lineage most likely to migrate into western Sulawesi and is closely related to the early Borneo lineages and subsequently give rise to the northern Sulawesi lineage when it starts to grow. Land and sea level changes in the archipelago created speciation in various lineages. In short, the topology and molecular dating of the phylogenetic hypothesis suggests Stylocellidae originated on Gondwana, arrived in Southeast Asia via the Cimmerian Paleocontinent, and diversified to north then south. Distribution of the Indo-Malay archipelago due to diversification over the Sundaland Peninsula before western Sulawesi departed. Multiple lines of lineages support the evidence found from this study. The phylogeny is consistent with the notion that Borneo arrived later and presented fertile ground for new diversification in the family, as did the subsequent appearances of Sulawesi and Jawa. That's all from me. Thank you for your time.